te rechazan a las veces que salía elegido. Y cuando le tocaba a él ir a la reunión, ya él veía que se demoraba muchísimo, ya estaba como, de verdad ya estaba enchuchado, ya estaba súper enojado, y decía, ya, pues, ¿hasta cuándo me van a tener aquí esperando? No sé qué pasa, hasta que de repente le toca a él, y mira al director, así diciéndole, ya, ¿qué pasó? Y finalmente dejó de ser Steven y se convirtió en el personaje, ¿cachai? Entonces lo vieron y que en la vida real fue su forma de enojarse, que era lo que ellos querían, que dijeron, ya, este es el personaje, aquí está listo.
Hola, en GTA V Trevor hacía varias estupideces y si usted o sea, es un ejemplo, si le ha pasado algo así, que lo tengan que pasar al juego.
About all the stuff that Trevor does in the game. Has any of that happened to you in real life?
What stuff?
The stupid stuff.
No, I don't. No. No. I'm trying to think what Trevor does. Most of it's not very good. So, no, I wouldn't. I'm not that guy.
No, está pensando en las cosas que hace Trevor y dice que realmente no.
Oh no, I think I've been with a Mexican woman actually.
Ha salido con una mexicana.
I just don't know if we've had the same anyways. Kids here.
Hola.
Hola.
Quisiera saber si es que a Steve le costó mucho personificar a Trevor o se parecen algunas cosas que se le hicieron mucho más fácil.
Was it easier for you to become Trevor, or was it kind of tough?
It was fun. I mean, he's nuts, you know. I mean, he's not all nuts, but it was so much fun because Rockstar also created Rod and the crew and the cast. I mean, Solo and Ned and all these amazing, talented people that I worked with. It was always a very safe environment and a very creative environment. So as an actor, if you can go onto a set where that everyone is encouraging and puts you in a good place, it makes it easier to go to some of these places. And, you know, Trevor went to some pretty interesting, dark places, but that's my job.
Dijo que fue muy fácil y fue muy entretenido porque en el ambiente en el que se desenvolvieron se sentía muy cómodo. La gente con la que tenía que trabajar eran todos, se hizo un muy buen equipo. Entonces fue muy fácil hacer el trabajo.
Hello, my name is Julio.
Julio.
Speak English?
Oh, excellent.
Yes.
So do I.
Well, the last girl asked what I wanted to ask, so now I'm gonna...
Damn her! She screwed you over.
Screwed me over. So, I'm gonna ask you if Trevor has something that you have in the real life, like I don't know, some attitudes maybe.
The similarities between me and Trevor.
And maybe if you can tell us something funny that happened meanwhile you were working on GTA. Some funny stuff.
Oh God, yeah. There's so many things. It's like back in the day when you go to a video store or a record store. Not that they exist anymore, but there was always so many things. And then when you go into the store, you can't remember what you were looking for. That's how it is with these moments. I'm like, oh shit, now I'm on the spot. What were some of the moments? You know, a lot of the experiences because it was a 3.5-year shoot, a lot of the most memorable things are just the relationships, like more than the little moments. I mean, there was times because we laughed a lot on that set. You know, I mean, some of these situations that you're doing, some of the things you're saying, you're just like, what, you know? And I'm sure, like, what'll happen is I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I'll have a great answer for you, but ideally you won't be in my hotel room, so I won't be able to tell it to you. But I mean, you know, the relationship with especially with Ned and Solo and with everyone, that's really what I remember. I mean, there's always goofy shit that's happening. I'm just trying to think of one example of in particular. I mean, we had a lot of fun. Actually, I mean, one of the things that was, and it was a blooper, if you will, that ended up in the game was that the fence tripping thing, where I think it's at Franklin or Lamar's place, and Trevor's running to the fence and he trips over that fence and falls. That was a very funny day, and I kept tripping over the fence, not on, well, it was kind of on purpose, but it was I kept catching, because you're in a motion capture suit with these balls, and I couldn't clear my balls over the fence. And there was just so many things, like days, you know, the days where you're singing. Like we used to, I love music, and so I would usually have a song for the day that I would be singing on set, and some of them were, you know, 80s tunes, and specifically I can't remember. And you know, the thing with Trevor, the similarities between Trevor, I mean, you know, there are things, I mean, like Trevor's very loyal. You know, he's a sociopath, but he's loyal, and I'm loyal. I mean, I tend to gravitate towards that. I mean, you know, obviously who he is, what he does, the things he chooses to do with his life are nothing that I'm interested in doing and choosing with my life. But, you know, we all have the rage in us, we all have violence in us, we all have these things, but I tend to feel like the loyalty of Trevor, and he's passionate too. I mean, it's not always healthy, but I'm a passionate guy too. I believe, you know, you go for it, and he goes for it in everything. So, and if I think of something specific, they'll start to come out, like over the next few days, I'll be like, where's Julio? I got the answer now.
La pregunta iba en dos partes. Primero era si él encontraba que habían cosas de Steven que también se comparaban con su vida real. Y lo otro, si había algún momento durante la grabación que él recuerde que haya sido un blooper o algo así. Con respecto a lo
I keep forgetting we have to translate, so I go on for 10 minutes. And I'm like, go ahead. Try to fucking wrap your mouth around that.
I will. Decía que más que algún momento en particular de algo chistoso, era la relación del día a día con la gente que tenía. La verdad es que lo pasaban muy bien y de repente se reían mucho en las grabaciones. Era muy agradable trabajar juntos. Y claro, ahora decía, por ejemplo, estoy tratando de acordarme algo en particular, pero es como cuando tú de repente vas, no sé, al Errols o al Blockbuster, vas a arrendar una película y llegaste y no sabes qué arrendar, se te había olvidado que iba, o entras en una pieza a buscar algo y no te podía acordar qué era. Es algo así, o sea, ahora en este momento en particular no se acuerda de nada, pero seguramente en la noche se va a despertar de madrugada y va a decir, esa era la respuesta, pero ahora en el momento algo muy en particular no lo sabe. Y con respecto a los parecidos entre él y Trevor, los dos son personas muy leales, eso es lo primero, y los dos son muy apasionados. O sea, cuando Trevor quiere algo, va por ello, y dice que él la vida real también.
Yep, that's right.
Hello, Steve. My name is Masayas. I love your job. Can I ask one thing? If you really love your job, don't you?
Thank you.
I'm
very lucky.
Yeah. In the future, you going back to do again in actor or something like that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm like a clanging monkey. Essentially, that's what an actor is, right? So you do whatever work you can. I mean, I think that the process of shooting the video game was wonderful. I'd totally do something again. It's tough having that time commitment, like a 3-year. I wouldn't want to hop into another 3-year game because you can't do anything else, and that takes away from doing, you know, a lot of other work. But yeah, I'm totally up for, you know, work is work. Work is good, and I love it. I mean, you know, it's like, to do this, to have the, you know, like even this, like to come to these events and to have these opportunities, it's, you know, I count my blessings every day because it's just ridiculous that I get paid to just be a kid. I mean, that's what, you know.
I want to see you in the future in another game, so I love you.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
La pregunta principal era si...
I don't know how much I love you. I like you. You're cute, but the love takes time for me. But I might love you by tomorrow. If I see you around, I might love you. Yes, of
La pregunta era si se veía haciendo...
Love hurts.
Love bites. Si se veía haciendo otro videojuego en el futuro. La verdad es que decía que él está como actor, que está a la espera. O sea, lo que venga hay que tomar las oportunidades. Le gustaría hacer otro, sí le parece una buena idea, pero el problema también sería un compromiso de algo tan largo como fue GTA V. 3 años y medio fue muchísimo tiempo, entonces no es fácil comprometerse y como dedicarse exclusivamente a eso. Entonces eso es un poco complicado. Luego él le dijo que amaba su trabajo, él le dijo que lo quería, pero que no lo amaba, y quería tomar tiempo.
The best example too is I was looking at you guys. I've got my son, and I was on set once shooting this Western, and I called him, and I was just like, hey, you know, what are you doing? What are you doing, bud? And he's like, I'm playing, Dad. And I was like, yeah, me too. Like that's the best part about it, is like I get to play. I get to, it's a playground for me. Nice.
Complementando un poco lo de antes también, que se sentía muy afortunado por el trabajo que tiene, que es por ser un niño, le pagan por ser un niño, lo encuentro increíble. Pero ahora comentaba que en algún momento muy particular estaba grabando él una película del oeste, un western, y llamó a su hijo para ver en qué estaba. Le dice, hola hijo, ¿cómo estás? ¿En qué estás? Estoy jugando. Él le dice, yo también. Entonces, cree que tal vez it becomes a bigger connection to your son. Entonces se crea una conexión especial con su hijo, porque claro, son cosas paralelas, pero finalmente él está haciendo lo que le gusta, su hijo también hace lo que le gusta, entonces él feliz en su medio.
Steve, primero de todo, hola, me llamo Cristian. Mi pregunta es enfocada a algo más grande. O sea, ¿tú pensaste que haciendo este personaje ibas a trascender tanto? O sea, desde niños hasta muy adultos nos hemos entretenido mucho con tu personaje, hemos reído, hemos jugado mucho y de hecho cuando tenemos las partidas libres muchas veces preferimos jugar con tu personaje antes que con Mike y con Franklin.
Sí.
Y es por un tema que tus locuras y tu personaje tal cual como eres ha trascendido mucho. ¿Crees que esa fama
Very curious
la
as to what
esperaste?
this question is.
Have you ever thought that doing Trevor becomes such a big hit, not just for kids, like for everyone's age? Like when he said that, he's saying that when he's playing, when he has to choose a character, he'd rather, and probably most people have the same, they'd rather choose you because it's funnier, it's more entertaining. And how is that?
Yeah, well, I mean, I never got to audition for the part of Franklin. So, yeah, I mean, Trevor he's certainly, you know, he's kind of, I've always considered him to be the id of the game. I mean, if you're gonna play the game and it's an escape and it's this fantasy world and this crazy world, he's that. I mean, he epitomizes the world. Impulsive, crazy, you know, sarcastic, funny, violent. He's kind of the embodiment of, I think, this Grand Theft Auto world. So I think it's like, you know, he's the character that interests me the most. I happen to be lucky enough to portray that character. So it's, you know, it's cool.
No llegó a audicionar para otro personaje, así que no sabría cómo fue Franklin, por ejemplo, no alcanzó a audicionar para él. Pero sí dice que de los personajes del juego, él cree que para la idea principal del juego, Trevor es el que más lo representa, tiene como la actitud perfecta del personaje, entonces encuentra, claro, tuvo mucha suerte y fue muy bueno que haya hecho este personaje en particular, salió por suerte tal como a él le gustaba y era con el que se sintió muy cómodo también.
Hi Steven, my name is Carolina.
Hola.
I have two questions for you. The one is, when you were filming the game, what part of it do you like it the most?
Mm-hmm.
And the second one is that when they finished GTA, did you play it at your home or something?
First part, favorite things to film. There was a lot. I mean, actually, some of my favorite things, and now this goes back to Julio, like your question, some of the favorite moments and stuff. There was some pretty amazing things and wonderful sort of self-indulgent as an actor things with Ned. Like Ned, Luke, and I had some really good stuff that I don't even know if it's in the game, because part 2 of the question, I haven't played the game. But yeah, there were some really, like, you know, great moments that we, as an actor, you sort of, you know, you can be doing something, you can be filming, let's say, for a week on a movie, TV show, whatever, video game, it's, you know, whatever you're doing. So you can be doing it, and out of that week, you might have one moment in that week where you're really connected, or there's just this wonderful, it's the drug of an actor. That's why you do it, because you get this rush where you're just connected with someone. So there was moments like that, and there was also some, unfortunately, there's stuff that I know didn't make it into the game. That was some of my, if I had to say this was my favorite, like, week of shooting, it was something we did that I had so much fun, and it was so great. And I know it didn't make it in the game, because they told me, after, they were like, remember all that we did? It's not gonna go in the game. And I was like, ah. Oh. And I don't, you know, can't really tell you what it was, but it was a fun stuff that, so there was a lot of, again, over 3.5 years, it's a long time, so you forget a lot of stuff as to what happened, and, but yeah, that answer the question? Did I answer that? Yeah?
And you don't play the game, right? You haven't played?
No, I still haven't. I tried playing when the first day of shooting. Rod took me into the back in the studios, and Red Dead Redemption. Is that it? Red Dead Redemption? I was like, wow, that looks cool. You know, like a Western. Let me play that. So we went to the back room with the remote, and I couldn't get on the horse. I couldn't do anything. And after a few minutes, I was like, I just don't have the patience to play these things. And I've recently played, I tried, I think it was Call of Duty, the zombies, where you're just blowing zombies' heads, just shooting. That I kind of liked, but I didn't play for very long and just didn't get into it. But I actually have never, I lie. I did play. I was in Los Angeles. A friend of mine, Oliver Vaquer, who was an actor who was in, what was that big one? The Two of Us, or what was it? The Last of Us? Oliver Vaquer, does anyone know that name? He played the British guy. There was the twins. Oliver so he has a show in LA that he does. And I was on that show, and so they wanted me on the show playing Trevor. So I did play it. But and you can go online, it's called stuff that, you can go online and see this stuff. It's crazy. We're too old for this shit. I think it's on, if you look it up, we're too old for this shit. And it's me sitting there trying to play GTA 5, trying to play Trevor. But I was really distracted that day, and if you go and watch it on his website, it's kind of funny. I think I was hungry that day, and I was very distracted by things, and so I did play. So I lie. Don't trust me. Don't trust what I say. Go. Summarize.
Lo primero era si hubo momentos en particular que le gustaron mucho mientras grabaron, y decía que sí, que no era algo así como muy puntual, pero habían días en los que lo pasaba muy bien. Y que curiosamente hubo momentos, por ejemplo, que hicieron una grabación muy larga, que a él le gustó mucho, y que finalmente le dijeron que toda esa grabación no quedó en el juego. Y después, cuando le preguntaron sobre si ha jugado alguna vez, dijo que no, y ahora se acaba de arrepentir y dijo que sí, jugó una vez en un programa, pero que estaba muy distraído, tenía hambre, al final no le fue bien, no lo disfrutó, pero sí ha jugado, pero una sola vez. Y ella una vez jugó también Call of Duty, parece que se llama, el que uno dispara zombies, y eso sí le gustó.
Probably simplicity was why I liked it.
Hi.
Hello.
Bueno, mi pregunta es si le han dado ganas como en su vida diaria, en la cotidianidad, de matar gente, dispararle a alguien, pegarle a un rival.
Have you felt in real life like shooting someone?
I shot someone in real life?
Feeling like shooting someone.
Oh God.
Felt like
Yeah. Who hasn't?
A quien no le gustaría, pero.
It was actually, the weird thing is sometimes when filming this kind of stuff, like especially what Trevor does, he's all impulsive, so you know, he gets mad, he punches if he's interested in having people, he does that. He's an impulsive guy, and so what's interesting was that sometimes after filming, if I had to come back early, I'd sometimes take the train, because the location is outside of New York, so I'd go in, I'd take the train, and the train goes from into Penn Station. Now, I don't know how many people have been to New York here, but Penn Station is just a shit show. It's a gong show, and if I'd sometimes get out early and arrive there at 5 or 6, and there was all these people, and I don't like big crowds, after a day of shooting Trevor, and being Trevor, and then being around people, and there were sometimes you were like, so it was a little weird sometimes. I, of course, didn't shoot anyone, and no one was harmed on my way home, but you get that into your muscles, because all day you're just doing whatever, and then you're around that. So, yeah, I mean, that impulse is in all of us. We get angry, you just ideally don't act on it.
No, disparar no le disparaba a nadie. Pero sí le pasó que de repente, después de un día de filmación, actuando como Trevor, ¿cachai? Donde estáis todo el rato pegando, le pasa que para llegar al lugar de filmación tenían que llegar a Nueva York a la estación que se llama Penn Station, que es una estación súper grande de trenes. Imagínate que algo así como que ayer queréis tomar el metro, ¿ya? Entonces está lleno de gente y el lugar es insoportable. Entonces después de que lleváis 2 días actuando como el personaje que solamente estáis pegando y veía a toda esta gente encima, te dan ganas de hacer lo mismo. Pero ahí llega, hasta ahí no llega, se queda con las ganas.
Hi Trevor.
Hello.
I'm Álvaro. I just have 2 little questions. First, how many times have you been asked if you can curse something? And
a lot.
And can you improvise some of Trevor now for us?
Improvise some of Trevor. I never know how to generally, because Trevor was just, I don't know. I don't know what like the whole go fuck yourself stuff that went all crazy. That was something that just kind of happened, and it's, you know, tough to replicate that. I mean, Trevor, he's just, you know, he's an impulsive guy, right? And he just kind of does crazy shit, and there's, you know, I don't know what people specifically want to see. And there's kids present, I feel, you know, bad. Because I don't swear in front of kids. Because swearing's bad.
Le preguntaron si podía improvisar algo como Trevor. Por respeto a los niños presentes, no lo hace. Va a ser más corto. We got one more question.
Tenemos la última pregunta, chicos, por cosas de tiempo no
But I'll
vamos a
come and
poder
hit you
seguir.
over the head with the mic after, so that'll be Trevor.
Le va a pegar con el micrófono después. Esa es una buena improvisación.
Hello, Mr. Steve.
Hello.
Welcome to Chile. Voy a decirlo en español. Lo que pasa es que quería que usted se transformara en personaje y le dijera unas cuantas cosas a su traductor. Si es posible.
They're asking you to become the character and improvise something to your translator, who happens to be me. El problema es que yo no lo voy a traducir después, porque por respeto a los niños no se puede traducir.
Please.
Yeah, you can talk to me as Trevor. I won't translate.
Please.
Oh.
They want you to become Trevor and improvise as Trevor and talk to you.
Grab him by the fucking throat and tell him you better be saying exactly what I fucking want you to. I'm gonna take my fucking cock and I'm gonna stick it in your fucking ear.
next video game I do, I'm going to be a clown where it's like, hey, can you just be happy and do something funny? Do something violent and curse?
Bueno chicos, qué mejor manera de despedir así a Steven. Él ya se tiene que retirar, pero le brindamos un fuerte aplauso caluroso que se da nuestro cariño. Él ahora va a ir al escenario principal y recuerden que a las 7 él tiene firma, autógrafos y fotografía, ¿ya? Porque ahora él se tiene que retirar al escenario, pero recuerden que a las 7 pueden ir a verlo. Tengan un poquito, chicos, de espacio para que Steven se pueda retirar. Él tiene que ir ahora al escenario, así que ahí lo van a poder seguir. Abajo a las 7 van a tener todas las fotografías, chicos, para que puedan acompañarlo.
Do you play the game? You play?
¿Juegas? Sí.
Yeah? ¿Juegas?
Steven, puedes decirle. Puedes decirle.
Hay firma a las 7
Puedes
abajo en la
decirle un
zona de
saludo
los
a
fans.
Chris, por
¿Ya?
favor. Me tengo que ir.
Thank you. Pueden seguir por la salida de atrás para que vean más